Industrial Development Board at Stewart-Houston County. I have 5:01 on the clock up there. And with that, the first thing on the agenda today is the annual election of officers. We need to do this first before we proceed further in that. With that, I'll open the floor for nominations for chair of the Industrial Development Board.
Howard Spurgeon.
Second.
I have one nomination. Do I have others?
Motion nomination cease, Howard be elected to acclamation.
I have a motion that nominations cease.
Second.
I have a second on that.
Who was that?
Any discussion?
French?
Any issues? All those in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You had your chance. All right, with that, we need the secretary position identified. With that, I'll open the nominations for the election of the secretary.
Mark Norris.
Second.
I have a nomination of Mark Dortch for the secretary. Do I have and I have a second. Do I have any others?
Make a motion, nomination cease, that candidate be elected. Acclamation.
Do I have a second on that?
Second.
Okay, I have a second. That Mark be Dortch. You can make sure I'm legal here. That the election Mark Dortch by acclamation. All those in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, they had their chance, didn't they?
Second.
All right.
What about vice chairman? Only, you have a vice chairman here?
Do we have a vice chairman?
Yeah, you need a vice chairman. Yes, you do.
We do. Okay. My pardon. I'd like to open the floor for election of the vice chair.
Mr. Phil Taylor?
I'll second that.
I have a motion, Phil Taylor, to be elected as the vice chair, and a second on that. Do I have any others?
Motion nomination cease, Phil be elected by acclamation.
Do I have a second on the
Second.
I have a second
Who was
that
second?
Mr. Taylor be elected as the vice chair. He's back there. Yeah.
Marty.
Hearing none,
Yeah.
everyone in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Congratulations, sir. You had your chance too. All right. I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes and also to allow me to pay the bills that are due for the ID board.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, that we approve the minutes and approve the transfer to pay the bills.
All right. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
I have a motion and a second that approve the minutes and also payment of the bills for the ID board. Do I hear, well, let me just go straight. Any discussion on that? Hearing none. All those in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. All right, with that, the next item up is we have public comment on the agenda. Anything for tonight? Do I have any public comment? No public comment. Okay. All right. Under old business in there, and it's more or less me to bring you up to date on a couple of things that are going on. TVA filing for a grant. I did complete the paperwork and submit it to TVA for a $500,000 development grant that would be for helping develop one of the plots down there. It could be the 45 acre, it might be one of the others, but at this point the paperwork's in. I do not know of any other information that needs to be done, and so Emily will probably give me a call or send me an email future on that. Next item, the road on the Stewart County is coming apart, as all of you are aware. We have an old bid at this time of $114,000 to bring that road up to the same level as we have on the other Stewart-Houston combined site. I would like to continue to that and get an updated bid because the bid is 3 to 4 months old and prices have changed. And so if you'll grant me that, I'll just go and get us an updated price so that when we meet in March, that we can actually make the decision and get that taken care of.
Motion to move forward with it.
We don't really need to move forward, I don't think, with that.
Oh, okay.
It's just information at this point. The state grant, to give you an update on that, where we applied for $2 million to prepare the 45-acre site. Seth and I did the presentation. We did not receive the $2 million grant, but what they did is that they have awarded us a grant of $100,000 to do core drilling across the site. And they would like to have that done before, but they've also invited us to come back in the fall and apply for the balance with the information on the core drilling. So I think that's a positive step, and Seth and I will be working on that. I think Seth's money comes out of that, and it will probably end up costing us maybe $6,000 to $7,000 as total on that for the grant there. The sign status, I have nothing new on the Stewart County side on that. I'm getting nowhere with the state, and I've really not gone back, and I'm not sure, but I want you to think about it and tell me at the March meeting how you would like me to proceed. If I need to go back to the company, pay the $2,000 they want us to raise the sign a foot and a half or 2 feet or whatever it is, and go from there. So be thinking about that, and let's make a decision one way or the other when we have the March meeting. Dajan, okay, as most of you have probably heard, we did receive a payoff check from Dajan for the complete payment of the industrial building that's there. Before I go further on that, I also want to let you know that I did talk to representatives from the state of Tennessee concerning with Korean companies that are working in the U.S. And in that, I expressed my concern that we had the building, they've done some modifications, but we don't know what they're doing. And so what they did for us is that they called the U.S. representative working in Korea with various Korean companies, and they went to Dajan and asked what their intents were. They were informed at that point that I think it's David Shin, or late David Kevin.
Yeah.
In there is no longer with Dajan and is now gone. They're in the process of hiring someone to become the principal party. They also informed the U.S. representative there that Dajan is planning on finishing the project. They plan on building out the building and moving it into operation. They did not give us a date, but at least they're saying they intend to move forward with that at some point in the future. So what I need in your first item there is I need a motion to authorize a deed to Dajan as a result of their payoff, and to authorize myself and the vice president, secretary, etc., the two of us to execute the deed.
So moved.
I have a motion to authorize the deed to Dajan at that point from the Industrial Development Board. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you, gentlemen and lady. Second, I need a motion to pay off the note to SHIP in the principal amount of $178,186 plus interest at 3%, or a total of $187,000 as of February of 2026, which will release the deed of trust on the Dajan property. And that's just internal movement of funds. is what we're doing from the ship board to the IDB board in there.
It's 187.
Yeah, 187,095.91. I need a motion for that, please.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second with that. Is there any discussion on that? We're literally paying one board off to pay the other, where we had taken money at one point, so. Hearing no discussion, all those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you very much. Moving on to new business. With that, we will skip the regular February meeting, and our next regular meeting will be at 5 o'clock on March the 24th. Yeah, so mark your calendars and all, and we'll meet on that particular date. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, IDB board is hereby adjourned.